Alright, so in this video, I'm literally just going to show you guys what strategy I use to trade with, how I execute my trades, how I know if it's a good trade to get in on. I'm going to tell you the confluences. I'm not going to tell you exactly. I'm not going to go into detail on the confluences, but I'm going to say the confluences, how I use them and stuff. I'm not going to exactly go into detail on what they mean, like I just said, but let's get into it. This is just pretty much a basic, going to be a basic video on my strategy, and if you want to go in more into detail, you can hit me up, join the Discord, whatever. So, coming in the market open today on Sol, I seen we were in a big sell off before pre-market before market open. So what did I look for? Go to the 15-minute chart. Seen this 15-minute inversion, fair value gap right here. So what happens? Price comes absolutely dumps into that 15-minute inversion. Perfect. Let's move that out of the way. Over there. Let's come to scale down to the 5-minute. Mark out our internal 15-minute high, internal 5-minute high. Draws on liquidity, equal highs up here. London and Asia session highs are literally stacked this morning. So what did I see? All right, perfect. Huge sell-off. What happens? We see a break of the bigger trend right here on these candles right here. These two couple bullish candles. So then what do? I mark up this micro trends. Bang, this micro downtrend gets broken above right here. Sweeping out internal 5-minute. So didn't really like that, but it's okay because we still have all of this other external higher time frame liquidity sitting up here. So what happens? Coming down, market opens. We test this trend after we break it. Bang, sweeping out internal sell side. So what do I see? Inverse fair value gap right here. Okay, what does that tell me? We literally just retested this downtrend. We're now retracing this micro uptrend. Coming back, retracing it, bang, reversing off of it, rejecting. What did I like to see there? I mean, we already had our change in state. We had everything. Like, if you want to see right here, technically, I would be like, that's my change of state. Some people will put it here, which, understandable. I put mine here, change of state. All right, perfect. We're inverse fair value gap. We tapped the change of state that normal people would put it on. I just put it on here because it's just like a break of structure, change of state. It's all the same area right here. Pretty much all the same area. So come in, bang, enter long right here off of this trend retest. Enter long, target them 15-minute internal highs, those equal highs, and then London session highs. Would have taken off 50% of my position here, and a 1 to 2. Then would have taken off 25% at the equal highs to 25% at London and Asia session highs, securing that full entire trade. We did have PMI at 10 a.m. So this is the second trade I'm going to get into. Now I'm going to show you guys over here. So what happened after we swept out London session highs, Asia session highs, all this internal equal, all this buy side when we sweep it out. This is PMI comes out at 10 a.m. So these are data highs. All right. Data highs comes out. We start dumping off a little bit, whatever. Catch that trade. Let's just come back. Let price develop a little bit and come back. What do we see? 15-minute inversion off of that first trade. Price comes, fills the 50% mark perfectly of that. Okay. Comes get under the 5-minute chart. What do we also see? 5-minute internal highs. We also have data highs sitting up here that we marked out previously. So let's get under the 1-minute chart. All right. Sell side gets swept, tapping that 15-minute. What do we also see? Change in state right here. What do we also see? Inverse fair value gap. What do we also see? 5-minute BPR. Bang. Closure above the 5-minute BPR. Comes retest it perfectly. What do I also see right here? Closure above the 79. Let's zoom in for you. This micro downtrend. What do we see? Mark it out. 79% extension. Closure above it. Come back. Bang. Tap 79 exactly. 7972. Perfect. What do? And I see that rejection off of this trend. The trend break. Retested the trend break. 79% extension. CISD. Inversion. Liquidity sweep. Everything we need is here. So what do? Enter long. Right there. Bang. Targeting. Internal 5-minute highs. It's a 1 to 3. Targeting this 5-minute range, 15-minute fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. What do we also target? Data highs. Leave a runner up to data highs. What happens? Entire trade runs to a 1 to 12. These are the confluences I use. Literally, I'll type them out for you right here. Mark up. Trend line. Sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. Comma, data highs slash lows. Okay. Internal. Buy side, sell side liquidity. Also mark up. Do we have a change of state? Do we have an inverse fair value gap? Do we have a trend break? Did we come into an order block? All these things. I didn't get into all that right now, but inverse fair value gap, trend break, CISD, sell side liquidity got swept. Pull into a higher inverse fair value gap. You got a smaller time frame inverse fair value gap, trend break. Like, it's all there. 79% extension. Closure. It's all there. Everything we need is there. 5-minute PPR. Everything we had right here. This was a perfect trade, I would say. This trade right here, absolute banger. This is everything I want to see to enter a trade right here. So, that is literally the way I enter, the strategy I use. If we want to get more into detail on what all these things mean, how we can get in, how do we use them, how I use them, what they all mean in more into detail, that'll be another video. You guys can join my Discord. You guys can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll be on all of them. Twitter the most, Instagram the most. But yeah, this was a great video. I think if you guys actually want this trend, I just broke down pretty much the entire strategy in what, 6-7 minute video. So it's like, I know I didn't get into detail on what everything means exactly in depth, but if you already know how to trade, you have all the confluences, you know what all these things mean, you take this and use it, dude, you'll become profitable. It's not hard. If you, like I said, if you want to go into more into detail, it's going to be another video. If I go into more into detail in the Discord, if you DM me in videos, all sorts of other things, follow me on all my socials, and yeah, more videos coming soon.